Okay. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We are back at the Dark Delicacy. The Women in Horror Bleed for Me. And I'm here with James Gunn, the wonderful James Gunn, who, of course, did the writer remake of Dawn of the Dead, and, of course, Scooby-Doo. So what have you been up to, James?
I just wrapped a movie called Super with Rainn Wilson and Ellen Page and Liv Tyler and Kevin Bacon and Nathan Fillion and Michaela Hoover, who's standing over there.
And Michaela.
We just finished. We were shooting in Louisiana, so now I'm back. I'm in the editing room, putting all together what I did down there in Louisiana.
Ah, so, you know, plus with Slither that you won the award for at the Fango Chainsaw Awards where we met you. That was very impressive. I really enjoyed the movie. And so what can you say about what else you're going to be up to after this next project?
You know, I believe I'm going to be I did a web series called PG Porn, and I believe I'm going to be shooting some more episodes, you know, in the next couple months. So I'll be doing some more stuff for the web, and then I'm not sure what I'm going to do next. I'm trying to figure it out. I'm just halfway through editing, so I don't like to plan out too much ahead of time what I'm doing, because then I'm bored with it by the time I get to it. So once I'm done with Super and doing all this, then I'll start writing whatever my next movie is going to be.
True, and that's the only way to do it. And of course, I just heard that from the gals that you wrote Tromeo and Juliet.
Tromeo and Juliet, yes.
How long ago was that?
Almost 15 years ago. It was 1995. So it was 15 years ago. 15 years ago. That was my first movie. I was still in school at Columbia, and I met Lloyd Kaufman, and I went in for a job where I thought I was going to be maybe working as an assistant, doing some sort of desk job in the office, and instead he offered me $150 to write a screenplay, which I did, and that ended up being Tromeo and Juliet, and it did very well, and got a lot of attention and helped me a little bit with my career. And more importantly, Lloyd Kaufman and Troma taught me everything about making a movie, from the beginning of the writing of the screenplay, through the casting, finding locations, the actual filming of the movie, and all the way through putting it into theaters. So it was a much better education than film school, because I got to learn everything about the practical side of filmmaking.
That's true. That's how Lloyd works, actually. But yeah, so what was it like redoing Dawn of the Dead?
It was a blast. It was actually the most fun I've probably ever had writing a screenplay. Was writing the screenplay for Dawn of the Dead. I'd love to have that experience again.
That's true. And, hopefully you'll find it with the next, this coming film, or whatever's up on the road coming up for you, James. And how can people get in contact with you, the fans?
I think probably the best way is they can go to my website, which is jamesgunn.com, and there's a forum there. I answer all the questions, or they can talk to me on Twitter at twitter.com/James_Gunn.
There you go. And that's the coolest name, too. And, and of course, I want to thank you, James. And, it's always a pleasure seeing you.
Yes, same here.
And always a pleasure. And thank you, guys. Bye.